Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video, and this is going to be an in-depth guide for YOO SOOHYUN. Pretty excited for this new hunter. She does a ton of damage. In my opinion, she's basically a step up from Choi, who was pretty good at the beginning of the game, but kind of has been slowly falling off sadly. But I mean, he's still okay, but I think that she's just a little bit more versatile, does a little bit more damage. So yeah, I'll be talking about her weapon, or weapons that you could use, skills, artifacts, and we'll also do a play test. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump right in. Now she does have her own dedicated hunter weapon. You guys should be able to grab that pretty easily from the capsule event. So just go ahead, do your missions. If you summon for her as well, you'll probably have a bunch of these anyways. So yeah, pretty easy to get her weapon. If you don't have her weapon, honestly, any of these SR weapons work good except for the shield and the staff. So just don't use these two, but you could use any of these until you get her weapon, which should be pretty easy. So I'm not really going to talk too much about that. So that's it for her weapon. Moving into her skills, I'll talk about her passive first. She does have a lot going on here. Whoops, I just hit my mic if you heard that. But she does have a lot going on here. She'll increase her defense pen by 24%. She increases her damage by 24%. And that is for 24 seconds. So I don't know why they picked the number 24, but whatever. That's interesting. Then she also increases some of her damage by 40% of her attack. Increases fire damage taken by 1%, and that stacks. So basically 20% more fire damage. Now it's really important to get her at least to A1, in my opinion. A0, she's not going to be as great. But if you get her A1, as long as you get one dupe, that's where she kind of kicks up and starts to take, some real effect here. Which, when she uses her abilities, it's going to increase her core damage by 30% for 6 seconds. And then it's also going to reset some of the cooldowns of her abilities. And by the way, these effects up here, these are triggered from her basic skills. So of course, just when you use that, these buffs are going to take into effect. I don't think her A2 is very important. You guys can kind of do without it. If you are a bigger spender, which by the way, spend responsibly, but if you kind of whale out for her, A3 is good, as well as A5, but in my opinion, A2 and A4 is not a big deal. So I think the sweet spots are either A1, A3, or A5. So that is just my opinion on that. But yeah, and then I have her skills just a little bit leveled up. And then moving into her artifacts here, I think the best set is going to be the toughness set, because if we take a look at her recommended stats, she scales off attack, crit rate, and defense pen. So really what I'm looking for is attack and crit, attack and crit, attack and crit. So as you can see, pretty straightforward build here in my opinion. I don't know what other sets are good on her. I just think it's kind of toughness or nothing in my opinion. And then over here on the right hand side, I think Behemoth is going to be the best way to go. There are a couple of other options if you don't have Behemoth. Of course, there's some of the newer sets you could go with. There is the Beast set, which is okay because it stacks crit and attack, which she does scale off of, or the Red Eye is kind of like the third and backup set. But yeah, I think that Behemoth, Expert, or the Champion, the Red Eye set, those are probably the three options that I would go for. And then of course on the right hand side, you're just basically looking for the same stats, right? Like crit, attack, that's the goal here. So yeah, and then we can take a look at her total stats as well. Where is that? So I have her max crit rates. I have almost 150% crit damage. So she's built to be pretty tough here to do quite a bit of damage. And I think that's pretty much it, guys, for her kit here. So I'll hop into a playtest. I'll do Battlefield of Trials. I actually tested this out before I started the recording. So I think I was on something that does not have break damage. So yeah, we'll try this out. She works very well with Emma, by the way, so I kind of like to pair them together. I'll clear some of the ads really quickly, and then I'll kind of summon her in. Okay, so you can see that skill. I'm kind of waiting to use my abilities. Okay. Now we got the big guy here, so we'll kind of use our abilities and see how she feels. I do have a build to be a little bit squishy, mostly just straight for damage. But wow, she's outputting a lot of damage here. I want to get her ult so you can see that as well. Alright, let's check this out. So, already down to 60% HP. I don't think that crit, but I could be wrong. But, still fairly strong, so... actually gotta double check. I might have to slow-mo that if it crit or not. But, anyways, as you can see, she's basically just soloing the boss. I don't need any shadows or other hunters. She's pretty insane in my opinion. Especially, whoops, I accidentally hit that button, but especially if you have any bosses that are weak to fire, she's gonna do even more damage, so. Yeah guys, that's pretty much the video here in a nutshell. Hope you enjoyed. Just let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns down below in the description of the video. Got a lot more content coming out. I'm kind of sad that they postponed the guilds. I might make a separate video on that. But all the other content that they release has been pretty good so far. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel, I appreciate all the love, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.